Okay, hello everyone. This is MS Paint Artist. This is going to be my first video, and I'm just going to show you the basics of paint. And first, to start off with, I'll show you how to find paint. Now, I already have it here in my start menu, but if you don't have it there, then go to All Programs, Accessories, Entertainment is usually, or it'll be down there actually. Never mind, it's down there. Okay. So, you open up Paint. Right. Now I'm going to show you how to use everything. If you know all of this, just don't bother watching this video, but some people don't actually know how to use this. Okay, I'm going to start down at the bottom with this tool. This tool, you can just draw either an outline with a filled in color. Select the color you want to fill in with the right click button. Or just a block of color, which is bottom option. Okay? Just get rid of that. Okay. And same goes for this, really. Yes. Okay. And, and this one as well. Okay, you get the idea of those particular tools. Those are simple. Right, this is a useful tool, I find. This, you can draw a whole of the straight lines, one after the other. They have to join at the end, of course. And then if you do it with this, you can, you draw the outline of the shape you want to draw. This is just a random shape. And then it'll fill in with all the colour. And then the bottom option, it just fills in your shape full of that one colour. Okay. And then we're going on to these. This is the line tool. I'm sure you should probably all realise that the line tool is going to be used to draw lines. And I'm making a H there with my video. Hi. So that's simple. And here you can pick how thick you want this line to be, just simple, really, I think that is. And the curved line tool. Everyone seems to find this difficult to use, because you have to move it twice before you can use a new line. So if you say you've gotten the line how you want it, and then you go to start a new line and it does that, and everyone finds that quite annoying. But that's just something you'll have to deal with. So if you've got it the way you want it and you want to start a new line, just click off of that tool, click back on it, and you're ready to go. Okay? And then there's this tool. It's just simple, really. You can either choose it to do that, or you can have it see-through. So maybe if I had the background like that, you can write it in, a blank square, or you can write it see-through, basically. And then we have the spray paint tool. Again, it's got 3 different options of how big you want this spread out. This can be quite a useful tool if you're trying to go for an interesting effect. But yeah. Then you have this, which is just a paintbrush, which, it's a lot like the pencil, which you'll see next. But, oops. And you can choose the different, how big you want your brush to be. And then there's square options. And then there's these lines, which, I can't quite figure out. Okay, it makes a cool effect if you do that. But I can't see a way you would use it if you're drawing, personally. Then there's the pencil, which you just get in one size, really. But I find it good for sketching out things, Then you have the magnifying glass, which draw a circle there. Magnifying glass, you can zoom in, or you can zoom in more, like that, or zoom in 8 times. Whatever you think you can do to get in all your details. Sorry about that. This is the eyedropper. So let's see, you've got like a whole of the colours and that, and then you want to go back to this green colour. You can, instead of going down and finding it on your toolbar down here, you can just use your eyedropper tool, click on it, and you've automatically got that back. Or you can right click on it, and you know, that way you can use it with your right click instead of your left click, which can become very useful a lot of the time. Okay, and then we're in the fill bucket. You know, that should be quite simple. Pick a colour, click, it all goes that colour. Also, if you have like a shape and there's no gaps, that can all be filled in with one colour. Yep. Okay, then you've got the rubber. I find the rubber very interesting, and I'll show you why I find it interesting. Okay, I'll just draw 2 pictures. They're not pictures, they're just squiggles, but don't worry. Okay, so basically you just choose the amount of you want the rubber, and it just goes to whatever colour is on the bottom down here. Okay? So yeah. Or you can choose to rub out one colour by selecting the colour you want to rub out with your left click, and then the colour you want it to rub out to on your right click. Then right click, and then, you know, it'll just rub out the colour that you have selected as your primary colour. Or you could choose, instead of putting it to white, maybe you drew that line and you wanted it to be green. So you go over it and it'll rub all that colour out into green. I find that useful a lot of the time. Oops. Sorry. Then you have the selector tools, which you've seen me use quite a lot, like for this video. Basically, you can use this one to select blocks, and you can move it around the place, or you can just delete it. And then you can draw a squiggle. Sorry, I am more artistic than this. I just choose to do this because it's faster. And you can choose, with this star one, you can choose the area you want to cut out and move, you know, or delete. Right, so basically that's how you use all of the tools. Okay, now to teach you some cool tricks I have learned, which, you know, they're maybe not very useful in artistic drawings, but you know, it's interesting. So just do what I'm doing, like draw a nice little squiggly picture. I'm very good at squiggly pictures. Right, now, if you select this, like that, just put it up into the corner. Now if you hold down Shift, and it's on this bottom option, so Shift, bottom option, and drag it along. How cool is that? Yeah. And you know, it just leaves the pattern around. And I think that just makes an effect, personally. And what else? Well, you will be able to do this, but I can't do it because I'm on the laptop and we don't have the right keys. But basically, if you press Shift, and then on your number pad key thing, press Shift and then the plus button, you'll get a bigger sized rubber, or Shift and minus and you get a smaller rubber. But I can't do that because I don't have the number key thing. Okay, well that'll be the end of this video, I think. So yeah, tune in for some more tips afterwards. This is just my basics, so you know.